I'm going to talk about a few of my favorite herbs to help support sleep. And lots of people have been asking me to speak on this topic. I think with a lot of excess stress going on in people's lives and a lot of uncertainty and unsettledness, and sleep becomes more disrupted for many, many people. First thing I would say is hopefully you have a cozy place to sleep. And I recognize that not everybody has safe places to sleep. So that's a community need that we have to work with in our communities, is to make home a safe place for everybody. So we have a lot of work ahead of us for that. And sleep is one of the most restorative aspects of our life. To be able to sleep peacefully and safely and deeply is so important for the health and well-being of our daily lives and of our whole lives. So before I talk about actually herbs, I just wanted to offer just some self-care practices that I think are so beneficial in helping us, helping the nervous system overall to be continuously supported and restored. And because it's not just about taking an herb before you go to bed to make you go to sleep. It's just really about how do we support the health and well-being of our nervous system? How do we keep our minds in a more peaceful, calm state, even when there's just a lot of chaos going on around us? And how do we settle the heart? So being able to have regular rhythm in one's life, that you get up at the same time and you go to bed at the same time, is really, really important for helping to settle the nervous system. So the nervous system begins to have a regular rhythm. It can rely upon that to know that at the same time, pretty much every day, every night, there's going to be a rising and a retiring. In this time of electronic devices, they really can almost shatter the health of the nervous system at times, especially if people are just on their devices all the way up until they go to bed, or watching overstimulating movies, or on their computer screens. So stop your screen time at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed, and think about other aspects that help to begin to settle the nervous system. Time with your family, creative time with yourself, even being able to be outside when the weather is lovely and warm, having a cozy fire if you live with a wood stove or a fireplace, having just things that help you to relax and settle, beautiful music that's relaxing, whatever it is for you, is really important. And then also in the rhythm of the day, and each person's constitution is going to be different. So in Ayurveda we say, if possible, to be up by 6 in the morning. And even for some of us who find the early morning, like between 4:30 and 6, for many people it's a time of deep quiet, and prayer and meditation we can be more quiet and concentrated at that time. So it depends on your lifestyle, where you live, who you live with, all the different factors. But if you can begin to have that regular rhythm. Also, foot baths are very, very relaxing to the body. So if you're somebody who's enduring a tremendous amount of stress and uncertainty and you're just not sleeping well, consider getting yourself just even a plastic dish tub that you can fill with hot water and either some of the nice relaxing herbs like chamomile and lavender, that you can make a strong tea and put it in your foot bath and just soak your feet for 10 minutes. And what I do when I soak my feet is I just keep a hot pot of hot water right there, so I can just keep putting hot water into that tub, so that I can have like 10 to 15 minutes of really warm water that I can just feel my body just start to relax. That is a really incredible practice, is just a really hot foot bath with relaxing herbs. And if you don't even have dried herbs, think about like 1 or 2 drops of a pure lavender essential oil, if you like the smell of lavender, to really relax the body. Also, even a few hours before you go to bed, to drink a cup of relaxing tea like lemon balm and lavender and milky oats, those kind of herbs that really help to relax the body. Rose petals are wonderful in tea. when we're feeling a cup of warm tea, and that the stopping and the making of a cup of tea, you boil your water, you put your different herbs into your jar or a teapot, and then you pour the water and you let it infuse, and then you hold that cup of water and you drink it, that tea, the holding the cup of tea, that all can also bring the body into a more just relaxed state of the process of making tea and of drinking tea. So also important that to know from the Chinese perspective, the traditional Chinese medicine perspective, is that they say that the spirit resides in the heart. And when the heart is emotionally unsettled, the spirit jumps out of the heart, and that then we can't sleep well. The spirit needs to be settled in the heart in order to sleep well. So that's something that I've worked with for many, many years, myself and with other people, as part of a protocol to helping people sleep. So a few of my favorite herbs to help settle the heart and that are safe for long-term use is Hawthorn, like the Hawthorn Plus that we make at Avena. We grow such beautiful 48 hawthorn trees here. We gather the leaf and the flower and the berry. All can be used as a tea, as a tincture, as a syrup. And then roses. Roses also really help to settle the heart. So whether you're making a rose petal tea or a rose petal honey, or you've made yourself an oxymel or a rose petal elixir, however it is that you might be using rose, both of those can be used long-term, a little bit every day, as you're helping to really settle the heart. If you're on a pharmaceutical for any kind of a heart medication, please just check with your medical person. The other couple herbs that are beautiful in teas for settling the heart and really relaxing the nervous system, one is lemon balm and the other is linden flowers. They're also very, very settling to the heart. So those kind of herbs like lemon balm, linden, rose, milky oats, lavender, lemon balm, as I said, they really help overall to also relax the nervous system. And you can take those throughout the day. You don't just take them before bed, because you're trying to help the body to be in a more relaxed state throughout the whole day. And then when you come to the end of the day, whatever herbs you might want to be taking, again, just supporting sleep. Now, lemon balm is an interesting herb because lemon balm really helps to ease a feeling of overwhelm and kind of an ease of just an agitation and a little bit of anxiety. Lemon balm also, like I made a formula many, many years ago. It's probably close to 35 years ago, I made Hop to Bed. And Hop to Bed has lemon balm in it and also valerian root and hops and skullcap. And those four herbs are really have a nice synergy with each other when taken together for people who are really struggling with going to sleep. Now, valerian is a stronger herb. I use it primarily for relaxing the muscles when there's a lot of muscle tension. Valerian is really helpful, and valerian will help to induce sleep. So I keep a little Hop to Bed actually by my bed. So if I wake up in the night and I'm unable to go back to sleep, that's the one that I reach for. Or if I've had a really stressful day and I find myself just unable to go to sleep, those four herbs have a really nice synergy. Skullcap is an amazing herb by itself as a skullcap tea, as a tincture. Fresh tea is the best. And then a fresh skullcap glycerite, non-alcohol glycerite, or a fresh skullcap tincture. Very, very balancing to the mind, balancing to the heart, balancing to the whole nervous system. Skullcap, I've also used it for women who have a lot of premenstrual stress, menopausal stress, and they're just unable to kind of rest and sleep. Skullcap is really a wonderful one. So it's in the Hop to Bed, and by itself or in combination, I think is a really wonderful herb. And also to say, Passionflower is an herb that I've used for people who the mind is just really busy and overactive, and there's that circular thinking, and they just can't put down whatever they might be thinking about. Passionflower can be used 2 or 3 times a day to help begin to quiet the mind. So can California poppy. When the mind is really, really busy, California poppy also is a powerful nervine, helps to induce sleep, and also helps to really settle the mind. And the last herb that I wanted to mention is ashwagandha. And ashwagandha, the root of ashwagandha, it's in the same family as the tomatoes and potatoes and peppers and eggplant. So if you're allergic to those foods, then you want to avoid ashwagandha. But ashwagandha, here in Maine, we can grow it as an annual and dig the root in the fall. Traditionally, it's from India, and it was used, it was powdered and used in warm milk. So ashwagandha powder in either a dairy or a non-dairy milk, like you can put it in a coconut milk if you want to, it likes to have some interaction with fat. So my favorite way at night is when I'm also looking for support to calm my mind, to really promote a more restful, peaceful sleep. Ashwagandha can be taken over several months if needed every day, is to warm that milk up, and I like to put coconut milk, and then I put a little bit of rose petal elixir and a pinch of cardamom. That's a delicious way to have warm, hot ashwagandha milk after dinner, and I put a sweetener, either honey or maple syrup, in mine, and it tastes amazing. And again, it's like a cup of tea. You're taking the time to make yourself a warm drink and being able to then sit down and just sip this warm ashwagandha milk or a warm tea, and helping to really settle the mind, calm the mind, relax the body, the nervous system. And all these types of herbs and practices that I've mentioned are all really important in helping to promote more restful sleep, and in general helping the nervous system to maintain a more level of ease and balance. So I hope that you have a cozy blanket and a wonderful pillow, and hopefully that we pray that all people someday will be able to have safe places to sleep.